for January 9th, 2024. My name is Juliana.
And I'm Zoe. Welcome to your TNN.
In U.S. news, a 109-year-old Babe Ruth card sold for $7.2 million at an online auction. This is the most paid for an item belonging to a famed player and the third highest price for a baseball card ever. The collectible measured about 2.6 inches by 3.6 inches. It was created in 1914 by the Baltimore News and Front. Features a 19-year-old Ruth who was then a Baltimore Orioles in the International League.
In world news, many people worldwide got in the festive spirit this holiday season. A meal from Kentucky Fried Chicken, or KFC, may seem like a strange choice for Christmas, but in Japan, a bucket of the fast food's giant world-famous fried chicken, is a beloved holiday tradition. Many pre-ordered the 4,000 yen, or $28 a bucket, which includes cake.
In local news, the Buckeye Marathon was passed this Saturday. Races began at the Buckeye Airport and ran along Sun Valley Parkway to the festival Foothills community.
Now let's go to Aria and Olivia for This Week in History. Welcome to This Week in History. My name is Aria.
And I'm Olivia. This week in history, in 1768, Englishman Philip Astley stages the first modern circus in London. Astley, a former cavalry sergeant major, found that if he galloped in a tight circle, centrifugal force allowed him to perform seemingly impossible feats on a horse's back. He drew up a ring and on January 9, 1768, invited the public to see him wave his sword in the air while he rode with one foot on the saddle and one on the horse's head.
On January 9, 2007, Apple CEO Steve Jobs unveiled that the iPhone, a touchscreen mobile phone with an iPod camera and web browsing capabilities, among other features, at the Macworld convention in San Francisco.
On January 11, 1908, U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt declared the massive Grand Canyon in northwestern Arizona a national monument.
And in 1935, Amelia Earhart became the first pilot to fly a solo flight from Hawaii to North America. Hawaiian Commercial's Interest offered a $10,000 award to whoever accomplished the flight first.
See you next time on This Week in History.
Thank you, Aria and Olivia. Now it's time for Sports with Blake. Thank you, Olivia and Aria. Now it's time for Sports with Blake.
Welcome to sports. My name is Blake. The Arizona Cardinals played their last game of the season this past Sunday, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The Phoenix Suns were in LA last night, playing against the Clippers. This Thursday they will be in LA, but this time they will be taking on the Lakers. In hockey news, the Coyotes were home this week. Sunday they were up against the Winnipeg Jets. Tonight they are challenging the Boston Bruins. That is all for today. See you next time on Sports News.
Thank you, Blake. Now it's time for the Entertainment Report with Avery.
Welcome to Entertainment News. I'm Avery. For the first time, Pixar's movie Soul will be coming to theaters everywhere this Friday. The story follows Joe Gardner, a middle school teacher and aspiring pianist who falls into a coma following an accident and seeks to reunite his separated soul and body in time for his big break as a jazz musician. You may want to check out the book Don't Trust Cats, Life Lessons from Chip the Dog. Chip the Dog is back with the most invaluable life advice. First, it was a necessary reminder not to eat bees. Now it's an equally necessary don't trust cats with humor that will resonate with dog and cat lovers alike. This is a joy to read and reread. That's all for this week. See you next time at Entertainment News.
Thank you, Avery. Now it's time for Fun Fact Trivia with Gretchen Jameson.
Welcome to Fun Fact Trivia. My name's Gretchen.
And I'm Jameson. Did you know that January 9th is National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day?
Law enforcement officers of every rank and file chosen a profession that puts their life on the line every day for their communities. They've answered a call to public service in a demeaning that often appreciation.
Your question for today is when was the National Law Enforcement Day created?
A, 1995.
B, 2015.
Or C, 2020.
You have 10 seconds to make your decision. If you said B, you are correct.
Several organizations come together to create a National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day in 2015 to thank officers across the country for all daily services they make for their communities.
How to observe this day: show support by sending a note of thanks to your local county or state police agency. Wear blue. Turn your social media channels blue, or shine a blue porch light to show your support.
See you next time on Fun Fact Trivia.
Thank you, Gretchen and Jameson. Let's go to Elliot for our word of the week.
Welcome to Word of the Week. My name's Elliot. This week's word is resolution. Resolution is a noun and it means a sincere promise to oneself to do something. Here's how it can be used in a sentence. My dad made a resolution to give up snacks, and so far he's kept it. See you next time on Word of the Week.
Thank you, Elliot. Now it's time for Science Corner with Liam and Sebastian.
Welcome to Science Time. My name is Liam.
And I'm Sebastian.
A giant tortoise named Jonathan turned 191 years old on December 4th, 2023. To put it in perspective, the reptile was born before the invention of the telephone. Postage stamps and photographs with this milestone. Jonathan extended 2 previously held Guinness World Records. He is the oldest living land animal and the oldest documented Chelonian tortoise, turtle, or terrapin.
Jonathan, who lives on the island of St. Helena, is thought to have been born around 1832. The estimate is based on the fact that he was at least 50 years old when he arrived at the small South Atlantic island in 1882. However, some experts believe the tortoise could be even older.
See you next week with more Science Time.
Thank you, Liam and Sebastian.
Now it's time for Counseling Corner with Mrs. Williams.
Hey, Tortoso, it's Mrs. Williams with the message from the Counseling Corner. So it's 2024 and it's January. So this month is Kindness Month. So one thing that I want you guys to do is look for the good in others and notice their strengths. So strengths are like the things that they're really good at. Everybody is good at something. Everybody. It could be math, reading. It could be riding your scooter. It could be riding your new dirt bike that you might have got for Christmas. I mean, everybody's good at something. So I want you guys to go out and I want you to explore and I want you to look for the strengths in others. I also want you to look for the strength in yourself. All right, guys? And then when I see you in campus, just let me know what those things are. So let's make somebody's day. Let's have kindness, because all of this month we're going to be focusing on kindness. All right, you guys, have a good rest of your day. Bye!
Thank you, Mrs. Williams. That is all for this episode of TNN.
See you next week. Bye.